For governments and industries right across the world, the aftermath of COVID-19 is going to go on for many months. But for those of us in the broadband industry, that reflection needs to start right now. I'm joined today by Sandy Motley, the president of Nokia Fixed Networks. Sandy, thanks for talking to us today. I think, firstly, I'd like to ask you how you feel broadband access has helped the critical functions who are fighting against this COVID-19 onslaught. And secondly, the operators, how are they coping with this increase in demand?
Clearly, broadband has played and continues to play a critical role in supporting critical functions during this pandemic crisis. Governments are using it to support frontline workers and services, keeping everyone informed, and to monitor activity. Whole communities and businesses are relying on employees being able to work from home. Schools and colleges must help students learn from home. Access to online shopping, banking, and other services are also now at home. So having broadband has become a lifeline to the outside world, helping to keep us connected to family, friends, and other essential services like telemedicine. So based on publicly available data and information shared by our customers, we see that fixed operators have been able to cope with the additional 30 to 50% traffic that is now running over their networks. And that has resulted from an increase in video of about 10 to 60%, an increase in working from home, 50 to 100%, or connecting with friends, 60 to 90%, or just entertainment, which is up 70%.
Do you think this growth is merely limited to the pandemic, or do you think it will have like a lasting effect? And if it does, what will need to be done in the network to sustain that?
Yes, I don't think this is limited to the pandemic. Growth in network traffic was always there. The pandemic, however, has accelerated the projected growth timelines. Operators were predicting a gradual growth of about 30 to 40% over the next 3 to 4 years. COVID-19, however, has generated 30 to 40% growth overnight. We know that bandwidth demand never goes down and it only goes up. We've updated our bandwidth modeling tool to reflect the effects these new norm behaviors are having on broadband networks. It shows that minimum recommended bandwidth to comfortably work, learn, and play from home in lockdown is 50 megabits per second downstream and 15 megabits per second upstream. To support these new norms, operators may have to accelerate their scheduled network upgrades, that is fiber to XGS, copper to G.fast, or using fixed wireless access in 4G and 5G networks where applicable.
Talking about 4G and 5G, can they be seen as an alternative to broadband where there is limited access?
Yes, and certainly from a fixed wireless access perspective, I agree that this is an alternative that can be used. However, from a pure mobile perspective, our data shows that these networks have not fared as well as fixed access. And if you think about it, this is not really surprising. Mobile is designed for people on the move, not in lockdown. So while many countries are increasing mobile network capacity and coverage, including rollout of 5G, that alone might not be enough. Fixed networks need to coexist with mobile networks to deliver an affordable, resilient broadband experience to all citizens and all businesses.
Now, there are still millions of people around the planet who either don't have any connection or have a very poor connection. What initiatives are Nokia taking to help those people?
There's a number of things that Nokia is doing. First, we've devised a country broadband health index that shows how well networks, both fixed and mobile, stand up to the challenge of the new normal. This health index is inspired by the World Economic Forum's Network Readiness Index, and it combines several pieces of publicly available data and establishes weightings around two fundamental network elements. The first being resilience, the ability of existing networks to support the needs of current users, and two, wellness, the extent to which networks serve the needs of the whole population. Using this index, countries and governments can better understand where to focus their efforts in a post-COVID world. For instance, if more attention needs to be put on national broadband programs, or if they should consider more specifically addressing those areas that are underserved or still unconnected. And from a technology standpoint, we're also here to help. We have a complete toolkit of solutions that operators can use to help support these government broadband initiatives, from leading fiber, copper, and fixed wireless access solutions that can be used to help connect homes and in the home, to innovations that we have on Wi-Fi solutions that help ensure people stay connected.
Sandy, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
So broadband has risen heroically to the challenge the world has faced for the past 6 months. It has done brilliantly, but there is more that can be done and will be done to make this world truly connected.